Okay, so let's get into it because the next few episodes are going to be us diving into questions and issues that people should discuss before they get married. Joe and I have been together a long time, 4 years. We're about, it's TikTok. We're getting there, unfortunately.
What a start.
We're getting close to
marriage.
marriage.
A long time, and so getting toward the end. TikTok, unfortunately.
Well, it's just like, it's like what's next? Obviously, I know we're gonna get married. I just in my mind, I'm still 22, and I need to figure that out myself. But I think we should, since we're gonna take the next step soon, and since I'm kind of freaked out, I don't know if you're freaked out. But
just you're feeling 22?
Yeah, I still feel 22.
Feeling 22.
I thought I had more time. I thought I had more time before I had to be like, oh, this is my husband, and my ovaries are running out. So
when it's me, it's gonna be more like, ooh, daddy, this is my husband. Yeah.
Oh, whoa. I know you're my person, but I just...
It's like, yeah, that guy right there.
Marriage in my mind means your life is over.
That guy right there, that's Joe. Hubba. Just start saying that. Hubba. See that?
Oh, God.
I've got biceps to spare.
Uh-oh.
Bring on my Gaston out.
Yes.
I am nor Beauty nor the Beast. I am Gaston.
Oh, God. He's just not going to stop, is he?
You can't stop this once it starts.
Oh, God. So, I think since I'm freaked out about marriage, we should try and maybe if we answer these questions together, I'll feel more confident. So, here we go. This is our for this season of the RelationSHIT Show.
I didn't know we had just started a new season. I just thought this was all one thing. Now we're in a new season. Wow.
Yes, I would love seasons because I'd love a vacation from doing this shit.
That doesn't exist.
Oh.
Maybe once we get a following.
Oh my God. I'm taking a vacation from this thing, okay? Anyways, so we're going to go through things that couples fight about. And we're going to get that over with now before we're actually married.
Ooh, you guys are watching it.
Yeah, watch it. I might cry again.
As if the last 2 episodes weren't deep enough, we're going.
We're deeper. We're DPing you with emotion.
Oh, God, just all holes filled of emotion and baggage.
Yeah.
Feel free to take on more you're going to be taking on our emotional baggage. So enjoy that. All right, to the question.
Okay. What couples argue about? Number 1. Can you still be friends with the opposite sex?
Yeah.
You can.
But what's obviously there's I'd imagine there's a guideline.
I agree.
Again, this is something we've struggled with before. Well, it wasn't really a friends thing. It was more just like when we're out and about.
Yeah.
And you get a little drunk, hey. So Alexis, as if you didn't already know, if you're listening by this episode's, very flirtatious personality, very naturally flirtatious personality.
I just exude sexuality.
Oh my gosh. And I exude I exude the opposite of sexuality.
You have your moments.
I exude just this dude who's just there. Anyways,
okay, get it going.
So yeah, what was the question again? Still be friends with the opposite.
Oh God, you're tired.
So yeah, even when we're out and about, especially when she's drunk, mixed with the flirtatious personality, guys get very attracted towards that. I know this isn't really answering the question, but I feel like it still parallels because it's like, you see your girl talking to other guys. How does that make the dude feel? And for me, I was just telling someone this the other day. I'm fine with it up to a point. So for me, it's like, shit, I want to know my girl's hot enough that everyone's hitting on her.
Oh.
So that's what my baby's got.
Aww.
But having said that, whoa, easy where you're rubbing me there.
They can't see.
Visual. Oh my God. No handies, please.
No one wants a dry hand job.
See, this is the next episode. She's going to backtrack to the previous episode and say, see, I try physical love, affection, and he doesn't respond. He pushes me away. Oh my God. She's still rubbing me, guys. Not a sea cucumber.
Okay, so to a point, yes.
Yeah, and it's when I'm just kind of left hanging there as the boyfriend, which is what happened in that particular situation. that I'm just kind of like, what?
Yeah.
And I was talking to my buddy that was there, and he said, you want me to step in and say something? And so he did. Thank you for that, by the way. And just so many things. Like, she obviously doesn't see the big deal, and it wasn't a big deal per se. It was just kind of like, all right, I'm standing there. I don't need to be standing there while you're flirting with other guys. It was just a weird...
Flirting with them. Do you know what I tell guys when I'm at bars?
What do you tell them?
I tell them that we're married already. So that they get that, and then I try to help them get banged. And
I don't know if that was what was happening in this particular moment, though.
Well, I'm just saying that's my go-to when I'm
talking
talking to
grabbing
dudes.
your hands and stuff.
Well, I
like
can't
that.
help their touchy-feely. So
see, that's where we differ.
yeah, so I always have to cut that off at a certain point.
And I've gotten very mixed. I've been trying to get other friends and other people's opinions. Very divided. Very divided from people.
No, and I think it's like based on the circumstance. It's not, you can't say yes or no, you know, overall. It's on a case-by-case basis, which most things in fucking life are. So that's what I'm going to say from probably a lot of these answers.
So can you still be friends with the opposite sex?
Yes and no. Ooh.
Okay, so what's the yes?
So
and
yes. Yes, I think there are circumstances where you've been friends for a long time. For me, honestly, I think when you've already banged or you've like exhausted that out of it, like gets that like curiosity of like, what would it be like to have sex with you, or like what would it be like if we were together, out of your head, because you already know. Obviously there are situations with that where you want to like rekindle that, and
Excuse me?
not me, but like that's what goes in your mind, like, oh, remember when we did that? And so that's where it could be bad. But I think for me, like if I've already been there, done that, I'm like, oh, whatever. So now I can just take what's good about your personality and I don't know, our friendship, and just have it at that. But with some guys, like I was having a conversation the other day that this guy's like, oh yeah, you know, she has a boyfriend, so it lowers my chances with her, but you know, I'm just gonna keep trying. And I'm just like, why? That just,
Who said that?
it's just gonna be
I'm
fucked
gonna kick
up.
his ass. Who said that?
No, not about me, about another girl. But I was like, but in my mind I was like, that's fucked up. Like you wouldn't want someone doing that to your girlfriend. So I was just like, ew, you know, and maybe I shouldn't be friends with that person. But I get it. Like you really want, I don't know. I guess I don't get it, but I don't know. And then it's harder for girls because girls, you know, they have to say no to everyone all the time.
Right.
It's so different because guys don't get that, where girls are just like chasing them all over all the time. I mean, there are some, but it's
We will
rare.
never get that, guys. We
Yeah.
will never.
Girls choose who they bang. Guys bang who they can.
If it walks on 2 feet, that's what we're going for.
So there's like a difference, and it's hard to, what am I trying to say? It's harder for girls because we're like, oh, this guy's cool, like whatever, and I just want to, you know, talk to them and have someone to talk to. And a guy, he's like coming in so strong, so the girl's like, oh wow, he's really great. He could really be my friend. Like we get along so well, even though she doesn't want to bang him or she doesn't want a relationship with him at all. But he's like putting out all of this like, and it's just fucking annoying because then all of a sudden you tell him, no, I don't want to bang, and he was like, okay, bye, and you're like, whoa, so that was all just to have sex with me?
That's right.
That's just so fucked. Like, why can't you just take for what I am and for you what you are, and like if it happens, it happens. Like I get it, you want to try and you like her, but why does it have to end there? Like you can only be nice to someone if you have the chance of banging them. It just, I don't know, it's not cool.
Yeah, interesting.
Did anything I just say make sense?
I think so.
We're
I'm also
both so
partially
tired.
so tired I can't tell.
I know.
But it sounded like it had a moral to it at the end of it.
Yeah. But, so, yes and no. Yes and no.
So what's your overall rule? Let's make it plain and simple here. So like, for me, what would be your rule on like me being friends with girls that you'd allow and not allow?
I think it's easier for me to say yes, you can be friends with girls because like
Unless what
I
happens?
trust you that you're, not going to act on it, and if you do, then clearly you like them more than me, and then you're saving me from a lifetime of unhappiness. So, but to a certain point, like, I don't think you should be like going and having slumber parties or like
Well, here's a big
going
one.
out every night.
No, a big
together.
one I heard on another podcast.
Yeah.
It was a relationship advice podcast.
Uh-huh.
The caller was saying that her boyfriend would hang out with this other girl just one-on-one. What do you think about that?
I don't
And
know.
she was trying to debate whether that was like, should that be allowed? Should she not allow that? And the advice that people were giving, they were like, no, that should not be allowed. So a guy who's with a woman should not be hanging out with another woman one-on-one. That's weird. There might have been some history there too.
Yeah, that's hard. It just depends on the situation. I don't know. Like I have to know the specifics because I want to be like, yeah, it's cool. But at the same time, if you're going out and choosing that other person over me or spending more time with that person over me, then I'm going to have a problem with it. Or if you say like, oh yeah, I'll meet you. Oh, just kidding. She's depressed about a guy. So I can't hang out with you tonight. I'm going to go hang out with her. I'd be like, not okay. Red flag.
Yeah, I think it depends on the history you have with that person and how often you're hanging out with them.
And like,
if you have a history and you're hanging out a lot, just the two of you, and it's opposite sex, that's a little strange to me. Not to say that you can write it off that easy, but that is kind of strange.
Yeah, and if it's one-on-one and like you don't have any other like friends together, and you're not like, if I've never hung out with that person too, that's kind of weird, or like you're keeping that separate, then I'm like, And so I don't know. You know how I feel about emotional cheating, so I think if you need to do that, then you clearly are not getting it from your partner, so you should fucking...
It's a bigger problem.
Yeah, you need to go deal with that shit.
It makes sense.
But...
Interesting.
It's hard. I find it so hard because I want to be friends with guys, but then I just... Like, they
all hit on you.
They all end up hitting on me, and then you're like, oh, let me give you a hug, and then I'm like, why do you have a boner?
What?
Every time I'm just like, God.
It's the cut and it's the pleat in the pants. It's not a real boner.
I don't know.
It's the seam. It just
I know men can be more. You're not just like a wild animal who thinks with its penis. I don't even want to say you guys are dogs because that's offensive to dogs.
Hey.
But like, I don't want to think of men like that they're just like these mindless creatures that just go around thinking with their penis. So I just live up to that. Live up to my dream of you being more.
You know what? On behalf of men, we're not all pigs. All right?
I know.
There's a lot of us that are great guys.
I just was trying to defend them.
Listening.
I'm just saying, I hope the ones that are listening that do think with their penis try to think outside the box and think, okay, this is an actual person, not just someone that I can conquer.
Hashtag think outside the penis.
Think outside the penis.
Think outside the penis, guys. That is what this last 13 minutes has come down to, is thinking outside the penis.
Yes.
I can agree with that.
Okay, I think we've rambled on enough.
Yes. Very nice.
So, basically, don't have any friends.
Yeah, do what we do. Have no friends.
Stop, we have friends.
Just stay indoors on your couch that never existed and just binge watch TV.
Well, that's great too.
Alrighty. Shabbat shalom.